Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Dad's Expensive Hobby.
What's up?
Today I'm taking a look at the Storm Collectibles Street Fighter 6 Luke. I got my hands on him a couple of weeks ago at the same time when I got the Street Fighter 6 Ryu. I caught them both on sale. They were like $63 and some change a piece, and I just could not let that pass me by. I know that Luke has since dropped down to like $53, which is kind of pissing me off, but Ryu went back up to like $89, so I still feel like I made some savings. Anyways, this is a figure that I am 100% neutral on, so this is probably going to be the most objective review I have done to date because I don't know really anything about him. I did a little bit of homework for some of his stats, but and I don't really care too much about the guy. Looks pretty good, so let's just jump right into him. Typical Storm package for him, you know, big nice window right there. Same thing as I've complained about with a couple of other Storm releases where they're cutting off the top of the picture. That kind of pisses me off. On the side here, again, like the other Street Fighter 6 figures, nice imagery right here, and on the back some really nice figure images. You all know I love that. So overall, some really nice packaging. But let's get him down off this stand really quick and see how tall the figure is. To the top of his head, he is just north of 7.5 inches to the top of his hair, and down to his hairline he is not quite 7.25. That would make the entire figure about 19 centimeters. I'm gonna say that works. We'll see how he looks next to some other Storm Collectibles figures here in just a second. And first up, here he is with the Storm Collectibles Street Fighter 6 Ryu, and I'm going to say that their height and scale is right on the money. With Luke, I think at 6'1" is what he's listed at, and of course Ryu is at 5'9". Eye level to eye level, I would say that's just about right. And here he is with the Storm Collectibles Ultra Street Fighter 2 Fei Long. I just did a video on him, check it out, but I like this height comparison, and that looks just about right. And here is with the Storm Collectibles Ultra Street Fighter 2 Balrog. And with Balrog at 6'6" and him at 6'1", I think that scaling is right on the money. And here he is with the Storm Collectibles Street Fighter 6 Zangief. And Zangief as 7 foot and him at 6'1". I'd say that is pretty much spot on, and I like it a lot. And lastly, I've got him next to my Storm Collectibles Baki Hanma Doppo Orochi figure. And I think that their scale is perfect as well, with Doppo Orochi at 5'10" and him 6'1". That is perfectly reasonable. I had Doppo just kind of laying around and I threw him out here. Now keep in mind, I've done videos on every figure you've seen him with. Go ahead and check those videos out. Hey, real quick, if you like what we're doing here on the channel, be sure and give this video a like. Even if you don't like it, give it a like or give it a thumbs down. It doesn't really matter. Be sure and comment. It helps the algorithm. And subscribe to us for sure. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. Now for accessories, he comes with a sweet spread of stuff. He comes with 3 head sculpts. He comes with a serious kind of neutral face on him in the package, and it looks really, really good. He's got an open mouth yelling face head sculpt that looks nice, and he's got a smiling head sculpt that looks really good as well. All 3 of their hair is a little bit different, but it's basically the same sculpt. He also comes with 14 different hands, 2 fist hands on him in the package, and then a very nice array of open style pose hands. Anything you can think of, he's got it. He also has 3 different effect pieces that all look fantastic. He's got one of them that looks like it's for like some sort of charged up uppercut. I don't know the name of it. I'll put it on the screen. Maybe. He's come with this other one here. It's kind of shorter with just some yellow highlight on it. It looks really, really nice. And then he's got this other one here that's just big and round and looks really, really awesome with the orange and red shading on it. All 3 of them are fantastic. Overall, this is a very, very nice spread of accessories. Now for his aesthetic, he looks pretty cool. He's got some wonky proportions, but that has to do with, you know, the character design or whatever, because I mean, he is a meta-human more or less, because he can, you know, produce energy effects, and normal people can't do that kind of shit. But he looks really, really good. He's got paint on him from head to toe with a matte finish all over him, so his overall just look is really, really nice. Everywhere that I can see, the paint is done really well. He's got shading. He's got some dry brush on the pants that looks pretty good. There's a hint of it, but it is there and it looks really good. Pants have nice texture. The hoodie has nice texture, nice soft flexible plastic, and the bottom half of this white undershirt is also nice flexible soft plastic. That might bind him up a little bit, but we'll check that out more here in a minute with the articulation. But let's start with his head. All three of the hair sculpts look really nice. They're painted good. They've got some dry brush to kind of add some highlights in there, and that looks really nice. I love the scars because they are actually sculpted into the face. They're not just painted. I mean, they're also painted very, very well. The eyes and the lips look really good. There's just a touch of shading on the cheekbones and chin. Looks really nice. I guess these are dog tags maybe, or just a necklace. It's just flexible plastic, and it seems like there's a little bit of paint on that. Me personally, where it's all matte finished, I would worry long term about perhaps some paint transfer if you pick this figure up, which spoiler alert, I do recommend him because he's reasonably priced and he's a nice figure. You might get some paint transfer right there, so just be mindful of that. I honestly don't know why they didn't just go with like a metal chain, but whatever. The white undershirt, like I mentioned a minute ago, lots of shading, and it's purposeful. It's not just sprayed all over wherever, so that looks good. It's on the chest and the arms and the shoulders. Looks really nice. Paint, like the orange line work, is all done really well. Zipper on the hoodie looks good. Orange on the inside of the hood looks very, very nice. His gigantic Popeye, the Sailor Man arms, look really cool. I'm going to assume that's accurate from the character. I looked it up, and it does look like that's the case. Lots of scars on the arms, and they're done really nicely. They remind me of the Zangief scars, just a little bit smaller. All 14 of his hands, the paint is done, and the sculpt is done really nicely on them. Pants, like I said, has some dry brush, very faint, but looks really good. Nice texture on the pants. He has some pockets that are painted, and on both sides it's done really nicely. No rear pockets, just side pockets, and I guess that's good enough. There's some line work on the insides of the legs, and it's done really good. Down into the cuffs of the pants, that is good and textured and looks really, really nice. His feet, got big old feet on him, but not a big deal. Not crazy looking big toes like Ryu had, so his feet look good too. Overall, this is a very solid, nice looking figure. The chest is a bit puny in comparison to like the big boulder shoulders and the biceps and the forearms of the figure, and he's got big old thick legs as well. So the chest is a little puny, and he's a little thin front to back. If you see that right there, to me, I feel like he should be a little thicker from here to here. But that's a slight nitpick. That may, I don't know much about the character. That could be something from the game. That could be how he looks. But overall, it's actually pretty solid. Now for his articulation, he moves pretty good overall, but there are a couple of spots where the things could be better. But let's just start at the top and work our way down. Typical Storm double ball peg going from the neck down into the torso right there. So that's going to let us look down really good, and it's going to move that soft neck forward. Just like most double ball pegs, the looking up isn't the best, but he can do it. So I don't really have any complaints. And his head is going to move around just on the top of that ball peg pretty good. But if you need to move the neck to get some more nuance, you absolutely can with zero effort. Shoulders, right at 90 degrees, maybe a click above them, so I will take that with no problem. Full 360 in the shoulders. Now with any figure that's got some kind of soft, whether it's cloth or the soft plastic overlay right here, that's going to impede our butterfly just ever so slightly, so it will come across the body, but nothing like Kamehameha wave style, so be mindful of that. But it does work as far as like lowering and bringing the shoulder itself forward and back, so you will get a little bit of that out of it if you're looking for it. I don't know what all kind of crazy stuff he does in the game. Never played with him. Bicep swivel, it works just fine like every other one. Got a double jointed elbow. With that crazy ass forearm, the fact that he's going past 90, I will take it. The paint doesn't 100% line up. When he's neutral, it does, but when you engage it like this, obviously it's not going to. Not that big a deal, but some people, might nitpick that or whatever. And if you don't really like it, well, I guess just don't look at it, or don't do that with his arm. Wrists are a ball hinge like normal, and you get all your rotation and they lean and all that good stuff. This piece right here does not impede it, so you'll get all the range you're looking for. Very nicely done there. Now, Ball peg right here in the abdominal break. He will get a nice crunch forward just on it. The soft plastic overlay hides some of the visual as far as how far forward he's crunching. Just take my word for it, he is crunching forward pretty darn well. Leans back even better. And again, that just the design and the way this is sitting, the overlay is sitting on it, you just can't really see it, but he is leaning back very nicely. You do get some lean, little bit of twist right here as well. Again, this is going to bind it up. Single ball peg down here in the waist. And remember, like I said earlier, this is soft plastic, and the bottom from like the nipples down here is all soft plastic, like flexible plastic as well, and it's hanging down. And that binds up that ball peg just a little bit so you don't get as much extra lean and twist. And like you get plenty of twist, but extra lean and stuff out of it, because that just kind of takes away some of its range of motion. So keep that in mind if there's some weird hula hoop type motions you want to do with this guy. Visually, you might not see it as much. Hips are good. They are definitely no fei long going on. Let's see how he splits. Splits fantastically. Little to zero dangle down there, so that's awesome. I love it. Now, where this flap is in the front here, coupled with this right here, the front kick leaves a little bit to be desired, because if you leave the other leg neutral right there, it's not quite up to the waist. But if you wanted to just kind of tilt that other leg back, to give it a visual look of him kicking up to the waist, you can. It's not that big of a deal. Soft booty back here like every other Storm collectible, and the leg kicks back just fine. Thigh swivel does work. A little tight on mine, but just after some use, that would loosen up, so that works just good. Just fine. God, I can't talk. Double jointed knee, of course, plenty of range right there. Proportions are on the money, and the knee looks good, so I like that. Down here, he does not have like an ankle or boot swivel, you know what I mean? Like a shin swivel. I figured maybe they would hide one in there, but they did not. Ankles, ball hinge, of course, goes back pretty darn good. Little to no forward. That's unfortunate. If you were wanting to put him in some kind of thing where his foot would need to do that, you'd have to kind of finagle around with it, but you could do it. Ankle rocker that works just fine. No peg holes in the footsies. And the toe hinge is a toe hinge. They're never really that awesome. They're usually too far back. But overall, he moves really, really well. Other than the waist and the upper hips for moving forward, getting bound up, he moves really well. All right, final thoughts on Street Fighter 6 Luke here. Like I said, I came into this not knowing anything about him, and honestly don't care about the figure. Still don't, to be quite honest with you. This wouldn't be my first choice as far as a character to pick up. But this is not a bad figure. Why he is, in a sense, kind of been a peg warmer as far as, still being in stock for a long time on BBTS and having to go on clearance, I couldn't tell you. Maybe he's not a very popular character. Obviously not, because I didn't know much about him, but the figure itself is pretty darn good, and particularly at the sale price that he's going for right now of like $53, at least as of filming this video. You should definitely buy this thing. He is definitely worth it. $53 Storm Collectibles. You can't really beat that. He's got nice paint, looks really good, moves definitely well enough, and has some really nice accessories. I'm going to give this figure a B-. He is above average, particularly when you factor in his current retail price. So definitely pick him up. That is all I have got for him. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And this has been Dad with Dad's Expensive Hobby, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.